Brandon, what are we gonna eat today?
I think I'm gonna order some Chick-fil-A, and we can have that during the after party stream.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, the after party stream's gonna be legit.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's wild?
Yeah.
It's kind of wild that the comments are already salacious, bro.
Bro, they are after you.
I mean this in a genuine way. Who was it? Will Baxter? Was it Will?
Where 200 likes and Jarrell has to buy an S1 II.
Bro, the way the chat be acting like, bro, I have ever said a single bad thing about Lumix.
Bro, you say bad things about Lumix all the time.
I ain't never said.
Look, this comment right here. Can't wait for the candy.
Give me one comment that I've said bad about Lumix. I can tell you one. The Ari vlog thing.
You said it was a gimmick.
It was a gimmick.
And now it's coming to every camera. That's thanks to you, though.
But hold on.
They should be happy.
But hold on. Did I say that the eye tracking autofocus on the R5 was a gimmick?
Yeah, you did. That's true. You ain't lying.
No. Like, these comments are wild. I am so excited for the S1 II. No. I'm sorry, Videograph. Like, you are... These people are wild, bro.
Bro, I don't know. You gonna dance or what you doing? You just gonna sit there?
I don't know. They can barely see me.
How do they know we talking about food?
Hot mics.
Bro, did you not hit mute?
Hey, Logan, get out of here, bro. You gotta say what that was in reference to, bro.
That comment is hilarious.
What? That could have been. I could have been talking about anything. I could have been talking about Sony. I could have been talking about. I don't even know.
Ezreal said it's easy to come in second place. Jarrell 2 months ago.
Second place isn't bad. What's wrong with second place? Hey, Red, you might be seeing an S1 II in my hands very soon, bro. There ain't no Lumix hate here. No, that is true. No, Brandon is an S9 hater.
I'm not an S9 hater. I wasn't a fan of the release.
Brandon, you gotta be real, bro.
I've never shot with the camera. You shot with the camera. You tell me, what did you think? I've never shot with an S9. You have.
I remember that handshake being receded after you saw my S9. No, Rhett. Let's be honest. Brendan, one of our longtime members, has an S9, and the footage is incredible.
I thought you were going with another one of our members.
No, Rhett. If I receded my handshake, it's for the laughs, my dude. It's for the laughs.
All right, Jarrell, are we ready?
I think we're ready. Dang, 6 minutes.
Have we been? No. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. A few songs to play. All right, you ready to run it?
Yeah, let's run it.
What happens next is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option 1, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Hot mic.
Reverb is on.
Are y'all in the building?
What up, creative fam? Let's get it. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens, bring your fins.
Sony gang, pull up.
Canon fan people too. Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you're shooting, fool.
Lumix gang in the chat. Oh, dang, I messed it up. Steady making. We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire,
we ain't giving it no lights.
No NAB. Cindy Cam.
Who's high?
Black Magic.
Price drop.
Man, that's a firmware.
Leaks and rumors.
Who got the best shot?
Creative and movers.
This is Uncensored Real Talk, no cap, live every week. Get up, fam, got our back. See if it connect, man, you know where it's at.
So grab your popcorn and subscribe and let's chat. Let's go. Man,
What is good, bro?
we need to do rehearsals.
Bro, we need to actually do it for real in the rehearsal.
We need to do rehearsals.
We
bro.
have messed up three weeks in a row. Bro, we need to get it together. We need to be professionals.
Gosh,
It
man.
is time to be professionals.
Are these bigger cans than normal?
Yeah.
Dang, you
Yeah.
got that. We about to be lit.
Hey, client paid the invoice. We get the big boy cans. Oh my God.
Bro.
Yo, what is good, creative fan? Welcome back to another episode of Uncensored, where we have a great time. We talk cameras, we hang out with y'all, and we are super excited about this week's episode. So much amazing news has come out this week, and we got a lot of things to talk about. And I am joined with my amazing co-host, Mr. Jarrell Peak.
What up?
What's good, creative fam? All right, y'all. We got a lot to go over today, and can we set a few ground rules, Jarrell? Can we set a few ground rules?
Brandon, I'm okay with new ground rules because it is a new year, a new me. New year, new me. I mean, it's May, but
Bro, I'm about to say it's freaking May. What you mean,
it's May.
New year?
Year.
All right, look. First off, shout out to all of our amazing people, early gang in the building. All right, few ground rules for today. First off, let's let the past be the past. You know what I mean?
Man,
We've all grown and become better people. And so what has happened in the past should be left in the past. Everybody has said dumb stuff. When I was a baby, I said all kinds of crazy things. Now, let's let today be today, folks.
Brandon, I gotta be honest. I think these people in the chat got revisionist history. They be rewriting the things I be saying. They be rewriting it. I'm just saying. I ain't got nothing to apologize for. I wouldn't. Y'all, the way y'all be thinking I be hating on Lumix, I don't hate on Lumix. This S1 II is fire, bro.
Clip it.
It's fire. Clip that.
Y'all, we got some stuff to talk about, and we gonna hop right into it. But before we do it, we gotta shout out everybody who's rocking with us, our early game.
We delivered. We delivered.
Oh my gosh, did you see what? Did you see a delivered?
No. You've been delivered to Lumix.
In my honest opinion, shout out early gang in the building. Shout out to Mr. Will Baxter in the building. Shout out to Mike, aka Mr. Ageless Picks, tuning in from Hong Kong.
All the way from Hong Kong. What time is it? What time is it?
It's 10 p.m., I think.
Dang.
I think it's 10 p.m. in Hong Kong. They're like 9 hours or 13 hours, one of the two, or 11 or 13. They're close. I don't know. Giovanni in the building. Sup? What it do? So happy to have you guys here. Ezra's in the building. Brendan, y'all, shout out to Brendan. Brendan's been he's helping me with a little project we're working on.
Yes.
I might be doing an extra live stream tonight, so if you show up tonight, you may get a little insight of that new project that I'm working on. But Brendan is he's a G, man.
Go down to Brendan's second comment right there.
Yeah.
Bro, Brendan, I did miss. I mean, I was there, I was watching some of it, and then I rewatched it. It hurt my heart, bro. That was a dope stream. And so if you don't know, if y'all just be tuning in on Fridays, yeah, pretty much not every day, but man,
we've been live streaming a lot. So
you need to be checking out the channel.
Definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that turn on that notification bell, because when we go live, you don't want to miss it. In case y'all did miss it on Monday, not only did I go live to talk about the new camera, but Kofi joined in, Cam joined in, and then Sean
from Lumix
joined in. And it was not prepared. It was not planned. And I was for sure we were going to get that man fired.
It's because you called him out.
Yeah, well, I call out anybody. Like I said,
you called him out.
Anybody can get it.
You said, come on the stream right now. And he was like, bet
money. And he showed up. I said, better Lumix camera. Better lose camera.
Send it.
Send it immediately. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us this morning. We're going to be having a great time. We're going to be talking it up. Now, if y'all weren't here last week, we got a little fancy. Last week, we started getting a little fancy. What happened? What'd I miss? Oh.
Logan's wild.
I can't wait for all this to lead up to...
You don't know me, son. You don't know me, son.
Hey, Logan, the button's right here. The button is right here. No, in a very real way, we got a little fancy last week, so I'm super excited to show that. We got the graphics back.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and jump into our first news story of the day. The new Lumix S1 II is here. Is it good enough to switch for? I will say this is a very interesting time. You kind of alluded to it before the show, but 2024 was by far the year of Canon.
The year of the Canon.
It was the year of the Canon. And not to say that like everybody was switching to go to Canon, but Canon was doing some very necessary things to get onto the map, to bring their cameras up to date, and to give the people what they have been asking for.
They brought out the big guns last year.
They sure did.
They did.
And at the end of last year, I said, I don't think 2025 Canon can do it again, just because they had released so many cameras. And if they were to try to do something similar, I think they would get into old Sony ways where it's too much going on. So then the natural question for me became, who is going to try to take advantage of not having Canon play in 2025? And it is clear between the last two releases that Lumix is saying, we would like to take that stance.
I'm going to say debatable just for a moment, because I do think Canon is going to and already has released some cameras, but I do agree the start that Lumix has had this year is crazy.
It's absolutely insane to me.
It's crazy. And to imagine that Lumix may have another camera waiting in the wing.
I mean, so they've released this year, we have the SR, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Something.
The R one.
Yeah.
And then we have the S2, the S1 II,
yeah.
and then the S1 II-E,
yeah,
which has just completely gone under the radar.
And are we going to get an H?
And then if an H drops this year,
it'd be wild.
That would be wild. Lumix trying to go full Canon.
Yeah, they did. They did it all.
If they drop an H, bro, they'd be trying to go full Canon for 2025.
Brandon, I gotta 100% be honest.
Yeah.
Canon fan people don't disown me. I almost got influenced this week.
Wow.
I almost got influenced this week.
Bro, I didn't get the deal. I felt like I was fighting for my life this week.
Bro, when I tell you, Brandon, man, I watched Cam's video. I watched Kofi's video. I watched Armando's video. I watched Gerald's video. I watched the live stream. And I'm like, dude, I can tell you what it did it for me was the stabilization, the IBIS.
So good.
It'd be looking like a gimbal.
Bro,
walking handheld.
The way Jarrell was like, you think you could just take it and just go walk through a house?
Yeah.
And shoot a home
No
sword?
gimbals needed.
No gimbals needed.
And then obviously all of the 5K and the open gate, even if you're not doing anamorphic, although anamorphic's dope, all those sort of things, the autofocus looks like it's been vastly improved. The S1 II, especially for its price span, definitely had me influenced this week. I am not saying that I'm buying the camera. Cannot wait for when it comes in and we get to test it out. Shout out to you, Sean. It's a real possibility because we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
That like you don't need to switch systems. You just might have a little side piece.
Yeah.
That you shoot anamorphic with every once in a while.
Look,
you have a little something on the side.
I'm getting a little influenced by the anamorphic stuff. I will tell you, dude, like, so right now, for those of you guys who don't know, I was on the phone with you, I think, when I was trying to build out my rig to shoot horizontal and vertical. And I've got this like little device that I bought that basically allows you to take your camera and you can like release a knob and it allows you to turn the camera vertically but still stay on the same plane, right? And I was genuinely thinking about picking that up because I've had jobs come in lately where I do need both horizontal and vertical because Lord knows social media is running the game. And man, the way when I started thinking about OpenGate for like for those quick and dirty like real estate jobs, like when I'm shooting real estate marketing videos for my clients and it's like, oh, we need to show like a house tour or something, just to be able to shoot it in OpenGate so I can go back and forth, have a cut for horizontal, have a cut for vertical. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's kind of like your DJI drone. Your DJI drone, it's I don't want to make it sound like bad, like it's like an accessory, but it's just like you have the system that you shoot on.
Yeah.
But you bring the DJI drone for a specific task. That's kind of like the S1 II. You have it for different types of shoots. You have it for different types of shot. You have different types of anamorphics, and it's great.
This man said, Brandon, just switch already. You not broke. Why are you trying to spend? Why are you trying to spend my money, bro? I'm not broke because I make good decisions.
Yeah.
I'm not. Look, here's my deal, and this is like I said this live with Sean, so I said it directly to Lumix's face. My problem with all brands right now is I am overly invested in the RF mount, and not happily overly invested, but I am. I'm overly invested in the RF mount. And my issue, when I genuinely think about it, is, and it's not like this is nobody else's problem.
Yeah.
Right? This is nobody else's problem. This is a very unique Brandon problem. So when I talk about these cameras, I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from on this. Your camera doesn't have to be good enough or better than my camera to get me to switch. That's not the, like for a lot of people, they look at it and they go, oh, my camera has to be, like if this new Lumix is better than my current Sony, then I can switch cameras. You gotta be good enough for me to take a probably $3,000 to $5,000 loss in the loss in value of all my lenses that I would have to sell to jump ship. Now, the one thing that I am very interested in right now is the new Lumix has a 24 to 60, is it 24 to 60? Yeah, 24 to 60 small weight lens that I'm like, okay, cool, I want to test that lens out. I'm going to have to figure out what the lens system looks like with Lumix because even, you know, obviously like I shoot Nikon, but I don't own a whole bunch of them and I'm not overly invested in the Nikon mount either because my fear right now is genuinely doing what I did with RF. I lock myself into a mount system, I overinvest in a bunch of lenses, and then I feel trapped.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to make that same, like, mistake. That's really the only word I can think of. Like, I don't really want to make that same mistake again. So when it comes to like testing out these new cameras and seeing like if they're good enough to switch to, these cameras got to do a lot of lifting for me. So chat, it's not me trying to like,
Brandon,
am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? Y'all talking about a $3,000 investment. I'm talking like a $6,000 investment.
Brandon, answer the question, dog.
What?
You skating?
You skating?
Is it good enough to switch for? Are you switching to the S1 II? This man ain't even got the camera.
I don't have the camera. Like, let's be real. Like,
is it good enough?
I genuinely think as a camera,
yes,
it is a good enough camera for me to want to pick up from what I've seen. If I can just trust 100% what I've seen, is it good enough for me to want to pick up over like my Canon R3? Yeah, probably. But is it good enough for me to want to sell?
Is it the open gate?
Is it good enough for me to sell all of my Canon
lenses? Is it the open gate with IBIS?
It is the open gate. It is the IBIS. And realistically, this is the one thing: is it is all of the video features built in. False color built in, histogram built in. Like,
you ain't got that in the R3?
No, I ain't got no
false color in the R6.
You have false color on the R6? I ain't got no false color.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah, I ain't got no false color. I ain't
upgrade
got no
to an
waveforms.
R6, dog.
Upgrade my R3 to an
upgrade
R6.
To an R6. Mark II, duck.
This is the bull crap you got to deal with when you shoot Canon. They'll go put false color
Dude,
on
that's
a
wild.
cheap little camera like the Ars.
Okay. Update your firmware.
I'm fully updated. Fully updated. I don't have false color.
Dude, that's a cripple hammer. I'd be so mad.
I am pissed. Why do you think
Wow.
why do you think I've been looking?
Wow.
And this is the stuff that I like is really frustrating to me.
Wow.
I didn't even know the R6 had it. That's wild.
Yeah.
That makes me even more mad.
I want to say waveforms, false color.
You have
And peaking.
waveforms? You have waveforms.
I need to like think because I've got waveforms on so many other cameras that I can't remember if it's on the R6.
Stop it. We know y'all watch the show because y'all told us. Y'all told us y'all watched the show.
We got a celebrity in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
Vu's in the chat.
Vu's in the chat.
Vu's in the chat.
I told you we professionals.
We professionals.
Question coming in from Ezra. He says, Brandon, if you moved to PL glass, keep the Canon, Nikon, and Reds, and just add Lumix for anamorphics, maybe get a few L mounts. Is that a question?
Spend about 20,000.
Is that a question?
Spend about 20,000, Brandon.
So here's my thing.
Move those comments up.
Oh, hold on. Now I don't know where to put these comments. So here's my issue, Ezra. Nothing like against your point of going to PL. I'm fine with PL, but this is gonna sound super disrespectful, and I don't mean it that way. But I just know how you're gonna react because I've been doing the show with you for almost 2 years now.
Bro, revisionist history, bro.
I'm just giving myself a little bit of credit here. All right, so when it comes to using mirrorless cameras,
Okay.
I'm using a mirrorless camera for the features of mirrorless cameras.
Oh, that's
like
good.
autofocus.
That's good.
If I'm gonna use a PL lens, this is gonna sound disrespectful. I'm gonna use a real cinema camera. Like if I'm already gonna be pulling focus, I'm going to get the benefits of a traditional cinema camera.
You thought I was going to be offended by that?
Well, because every time I say real cinema camera, you're like, what's a real cinema camera?
Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about, this revisionist history.
That's not revisionist.
This man is holding me down.
I'm not holding you down.
Well, because that means you agree with me.
I understand where you're coming from.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from.
So
that
yes,
FX3 ain't no real camera. No, I'm just playing.
cook that. But no, in a very real way, it's like I do understand I could go PL, which I've already started converting a lot of my cinema lenses over to PL because I had made such an investment in Red when I went Red. I mean, guys, spend $30,000 on a camera and don't think that you're going to invest heavy in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm all in on this Raptor. RF lens, RF mount is the future for me.
Yeah.
Especially because I already had an OG Komodo that was RF mount. I had the Raptor, which was RF mount. So it made sense to buy Canon cameras, also RF mount.
Yeah.
But now, because the cameras have all gotten so good and gotten so weird, it's like, okay, I don't think I really want lenses that are tied directly to my system's mount, minus maybe 1 or 2 autofocusing lenses. And then everything else, we'll probably go PL. And so that's kind of where I'm stuck.
Does the S1 II have a lens? Like, if you're not going to go full Lumix, like just go into the L mount.
Yeah.
Do they have a lens that can pretty much cover the majority of your needs?
I think
in the autofocus.
I think it's, for me, it's going to be, I got to go live in the world of Sigma. Because Sigma is a part of the L mount alliance. So you can get, like, I saw yesterday, I was on a shoot with a friend of mine, and he had a super small 24-70 2.8 Sigma lens. And I was like, but it was for Sony. And I was like, that lens is tiny. That lens is kind of perfect. And so, like, if there is that, like, a small 24-70, or like they just released a small 24-60, 2.8 all the way through affordable lens that could go on there for autofocus. Because, like, for my cinema stuff, or for like the stuff I shoot, not cinema, the stuff I shoot on a mirrorless camera where I need autofocus, the 24-70 gets me through most of what I want.
Yeah.
I will say, the Canon 35
and anybody else that wants to do this, interchangeable autofocus mounts.
I don't think it's possible.
Bro, we put a man on the moon.
But did we though? You got to stop using that as a
saying, if we put a man on the moon, and here's the deal, Sigma, we don't want to do screws. No screws. I want to be able to. No. I'm just saying.
This man's asking for literally the impossible.
No, I'm not. I am asking for, and they would buy them. Sigma would turn into the freaking the top. Now imagine, lens, 35 mil. On the back, there's a button that you turn and rotate. Sony mount off. RF mount on. RF mount off. L mount on. Bro, tell me that those lenses would not be crazy, and you could literally, from this day forward, they could be your forever lenses.
Okay, no. Here's the deal. I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I think I know how we actually pull this off. We go back to the moon. We go talk to the aliens that kicked us off last time, and we go, can we borrow some of that alien tech so we can make these dope lenses for Jarrell? That's how we get it done.
Talk to Red, bro. They got that dope alien tech.
Bro, you're asking for literally, this man said he's asking for the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K,
No,
L.
Logan, y'all, guys, y'all thinking too small right here. Because this is the problem that Brandon brought up is you're going to have that problem with anything.
Yeah.
You switch to Lumix.
Yeah.
5 years from now, you're going to be like, dang, I'm so invested in Lumix.
Bro, if you think about the story that we're about to talk about a little bit later, it might just be by the end of the year.
You switch to Nikon, 5 years later, 10 years later, man, I've got all my stuff in Nikon. This is a always problem unless lens, I want 10% equity in your companies. If y'all jack this idea, I'm suing. I want interchangeable mount. This isn't crazy.
Dude, if you don't think that Sigma already knows if they could make interchangeable autofocusing mounts that they wouldn't sell out like freaking crazy?
They're
it's
probably
just not possible.
No, they're probably worried about the cost, would be my guess. Because anything can be done, right?
No.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
You're talking about
until it applies to something that you think is hard.
No. Listen, I have a genuine thing. I need you to just clarify. Just clarify.
Okay.
How would it work with different cameras having different flange distances?
The adapter's bigger.
Oh god.
Okay. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I'm not an engineer, so I don't know like specifically. Oh, this is how it would be. But what I'm saying is, my guess would have to be, it'd have to be designed for the shortest flange, right?
The furthest.
And then the adapters are different in sizes. We've got the, anyways, I don't want to go too far down there. I think the original concept that I have is, the fear is you design this, you do this cutting edge tech, you make all these different backs to your lenses. And then Sigma says these lenses cost $10,000. They're worried that nobody's going to buy them.
I think we just got a new lady in the chat. Is that?
Do we?
Am I reading this right?
Need to join the chat more often. Can't confirm my husband's giggling throughout the entirety. Well. I hope that you continue to rock with us after this meme.
Is this real? Is this really a new lady in the chat?
I think we got a new lady in the chat.
How do you pronounce that? Is that Chloe?
Hey, chat, you know what we do?
Is this Chloe?
Chat, you know what we do?
Hey, we appreciate having.
Will this go above, or will the comment stay? Maybe take the comment down.
Hey, we appreciate having new
RJ
ladies
says
in
play.
I don't like men no more. I like women.
Hey,
Chloe, we
Chloe.
got a new lady in the chat.
Yes,
Chloe,
welcome,
let's go.
Welcome
to the creative fam.
She said,
Thomas.
"I'm real indeed."
Thomas says, "Oh no."
The way the chat knows it. RJ
Sam said, "I'm so ready for this."
And there she goes. Oh
yelled in the chat, one woman at a time.
Yes. Hey, you know what's crazy? I was looking at our analytics this week, and it was like, it said,
oh, that's
Ezra's wife?
Dude, that's fire, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, if Ezra starts acting different in the chat, we all know why.
What camera? What camera?
What are you talking about?
I haven't bought nothing.
Hey, Ezra, if we're like, are you talking or are you buying? You know, you just put in the chat what's gonna allow you to have a healthy home life balance. That's all we care about.
If Gary arrives, he might hit the all times number. So chat, I will be real and I will answer this question.
Yeah.
I feel like I say this every week. I always feel like I'm so close to pulling the trigger on the R5 Mark II. And really, it is about as close to happening as far away as it happening. Like, It could happen. It could also not happen.
Yeah.
But I always feel close. Like, maybe this is the week that we put the R5 in the cart and we actually check it out.
I'm about to say, the R5 is always going in and out of the cart. That's not the problem.
So, the S1 II, in a real legitimate way, I'm going to change the question. I'm not switching.
Let's do a poll.
Canon for life.
Can you do a poll?
Yes.
Let's
Canon for life.
Are we talking or are we buying? S1 II, are we talking or are we buying?
I'm always close. Are we talking or are we buying? So I will say this week, I genuinely was just like, should I get the R5 Mark II? Should I? It's awfully tempting. Ooh, man.
That's not
hard.
the question.
That's hard.
The question is this camera good enough for you to switch for?
No, it's not good enough for me to switch.
What would it take? What would Lumix need to release? Like in a very genuine way.
Oh, it's not about what they need to release.
Oh, you think there's nothing that
No, it's not that. Yeah, I need 4 of their best in all of their lenses. That's the only thing that would cause me to switch.
What do you mean? Like they got to give it to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you would lose so much. I would lose so much value.
That's what I've been saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying I'm not going to switch.
So you could never
But I would
switch.
add. But I would add.
Okay, so you would never lose
that's
what
what
you
I was.
have.
Yeah.
You would just have to add it on.
That's what I was trying to say before. Like for me, I would I don't want to say never. I mean, obviously something could come down from the aliens and we'd switch.
What is that? What is the alien tech?
I don't know.
What's Lumix got to do?
I need 8K 20-bit. I need autofocus. I need eye level dynamic range. I need human eye dynamic range. I need 18K and 1 hour of recording is 1 gigabyte. I need what goes beyond raw.
You need what?
I need what goes beyond raw.
I need creationism.
I need AI generative fill in my camera. No, I'm just playing. No. It's not even that serious. I'm just joking. But I do think, like, to me, this is not a switch, but it would be a man. That could be making me want to dabble in some anamorphic, bro.
This man said in-body video editing.
32-bit raw.
32-bit raw is wild. Bro, how do we get the comments above the news story? I gotta figure that out.
Yeah. So anyways, what's it taking for you to switch to full switch?
I think for me, I'll be honest, fully transparent.
Yes.
I don't think the next change that I make will be to simplify down to where I can jump and not be overly invested. I don't think I will ever switch to a brand and be as invested in their mount and or system the same way I am in Canon's RF mount and system currently.
That sounds like Fugazi. I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so what I'm basically saying is I have bought let's see, 24 to 70, 70 to 200, 35 mil, Laowa 12.
You're saying you'll never do that again?
I don't think I'll ever buy this many lenses for a particular mount other than an other than a PL mount ever again.
Okay.
So I don't think when you ask me, am I switching? That means to go from where I'm currently sitting in the Canon RF mount system and make that same type of full throttle investment.
You ain't never getting married.
System. I am never getting married again.
This man is a bachelor for the rest of his life.
For the rest of my life. Bro, I'm taking home somebody different every other night.
He written.
I'm written every camera. Every lens. I will never get this. I will never be married again, bro. No, because in a real way, I just feel like, because we're going to talk about a few other cameras that have come out or that are supposedly going to come out this year. And if those things come out, bro, like, I'm going to be feeling locked again, bro.
Logan,
you're a wild individual.
It's been a while since we've had a tier 1 comment from you, but that is tier 1.
It's because you weren't there on Monday.
No, I wasn't.
Bro, I was dodging strays on Monday.
Logan, that was, I'm giving you your chips when it's due. Sigma, give me the Diddy mount.
Oh my gosh.
I need every flavor of every camera. Take that off. Take that off. You wild, bro. I need every... If you're just joining us, we are not being wild right now. I pitched an idea to Sigma or to any other camera, interchangeable, no screws, mounts.
You know what that actually does sound like, though, to me?
What?
That sounds like the Megadap adapter. And like, if what you're talking about is like a universal mount that can put the Megadap type adapter on that you just screw on, no tools, and convert a Sony to a Nikon. That you're not talking too crazy.
Take my money. Take my money.
You're not talking too crazy.
I would be Sigma for the rest until the end, because in that way you could buy a Lumix, you could buy a Nikon, you could buy a Canon.
It says the Diddy mount would be too slippery. He might drop the lens.
Stands for freak off. That's wild.
Oh my god,
bro!
Hey, Nika's in the building,
bro.
What's up,
Nika, bro. The way
I don't like men no more. I like women,
bro.
Shout out to you, Nika. What's up?
You been following the Diddy trial?
Bro, okay, we can't go down that rabbit hole. We can't go down that rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in a real way, I don't think I will ever like fully do the type of investment I did here in another camera system. But I will, Nika, you already knew what happened. You knew what was going to happen when you clicked. She said,
I entered into the Diddy trial. What?
But in a very...
You got to show up early, Nika, if you want to hear the risks.
Yeah. Jeez. But in a very real way, I don't think I'll ever invest this hard in a single mount. But what I will do is I will probably maybe have like one or two, like this is why I want to go with these mounts that open up to Sigma. Yeah. Because like Canon lenses are so expensive, bro. Yeah. The fact that this 24 to 60 is like less than $1,000, that's a lens that I could buy for a camera that I'm playing with, you know.
What is it, 2.8?
Huh?
2.8?
Yeah, 2.8 all the way through. Like, you don't take your side piece to the nicest restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go to like, I don't know. Where do people take side pieces? Bud Records? I don't know.
All I can say, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say.
I will honestly say though, like you mentioned it, this camera could just be for me. Like I do want to get the S1 II and I want to shoot it. And after I shoot with it, there's a very high chance that I'm probably going to keep it. And it's because it could just be that anamorphic camera for me. I love that my Red Raptor has anamorphic support and it's fantastic, but I do want to play around. No, James, my wife does not watch the stream.
He's talking about side pieces.
I do want to play around with like open gate anamorphic because I've always wanted to shoot anamorphic, but I just feel like, you know, I don't know, it's not the same.
Yeah, my wife is probably watching the show right now.
Oh.
but not Brandon's. So this is not. I want to be clear when we say side piece. This is not in disrespect. This just means we got another wife. We got a side.
No. I have
We got another
no
side.
wives. I'm going no wives.
Yeah, well, we're staying married to Canon
You're staying. Don't say we. Who's we?
until you sell all your Canon stuff, dog.
Bro, I can tell you.
Are you
divorced.
in separation right now?
I got divorced. I didn't even make this decision.
What are you talking about?
When Red sold to Nikon, that was an issue of divorce with me and the RF mount.
One.
I'm not, bro.
Two.
Count the non ones. Okay,
I don't
then.
see any.
What you talking about? You don't see any. They're all right here. This man has selective vision, bro. Wow.
No, I'm just saying. You acting like you still live in the house.
I do still live in the house.
This man acting like he divorced, but he still live in the house.
Well, it's because
Ken Do Jones, Cannon Gang.
Rent
Gang,
is
gang.
expensive
Gang,
out
gang.
there, bro. Yeah, I'm living in the house. It's expensive, bro.
But we are just illuminating to the audience, and the audience already knows, bro. If you're married, you're married. Stick with the one you with.
I in a very real way. I mean, honestly, I'm just messing around a lot.
Yeah,
but like in a real way, I do love this camera. I think the S1 II seems like it's gonna be. I can't like. It's been a long time because y'all know how we really be feeling about most of these camera releases.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you.
Logan was right.
We're gonna press. Look, here's the deal. That's how we typically feel about most cameras. I will say, even when the R came out,
Yeah.
he called me.
Yeah.
And was like after the release, he's like, this camera is what I'm saying it is. It is amazing, blah, blah, blah. He obviously shot on the Raptor. He knows me. Like, but when this man told me about the R, I was not, Joe.
Dude, throw up Costech.
This is the first one.
It's cheaper to keep her.
That's so true. Yeah, because
That sounds so disrespectful.
all these Canon lenses.
We want women to be here, and we just salacious.
Hey, look, we appreciate. Look, how many dudes be in the chat? They don't get a button.
They know they wives out on the stream.
We treat the women with respect.
They be talking reckless, and at home they be like, "Yes, dear." But on the stream they're like, "It's cheaper to keep them."
She's like, "What did you just say?" Nothing.
Nothing. I love you.
I love you, babe.
I love you, babe.
I love you, babe. Nothing.
James, you sounding like you beating around the bush, dog. Say it 10 toes down, dog.
Oh my god! All right, so chat.
Hold on. Go down one more.
Yeah. It says minus within.
Go to Russell.
Put your headphones in, Kenneth.
Go to Russell. Is it because you got gas, dog?
Oh my god.
Oh no, he's talking about camera brands.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about real women. Every day a new package shows them on the porch. What is this?
And just like that, the papers were signed. No, bro, it's so wild. Okay, so what did the poll say? What's the poll at? Jarrell, where's the poll? Is it disrespectful? I can't see the poll. Y'all can see the poll. Somebody help me. I can't see the poll. Is it disrespectful?
It's not disrespectful. It's actually the highest it's probably ever been on this channel.
For are we talking? Are we buying?
Are we talking? Are we buying?
All right, where are we at?
Do you want to know the yeses or you want to know the nos?
How many votes?
We only have 95 votes. Bro, we got 186 people on here. We only got 54 likes.
95 of y'all voting.
I need 10 subscribers.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. You mean to tell me that 95 people voted on this poll, but they also couldn't press the thumbs up button that was right next to it?
I need 10 subs right now. 10. 10 subs right this second.
You wow.
If you have not subscribed, I need at least 10 subs right now. And I'm going to need at least, what are we talking about? 182 people on here? And how many likes?
Bro, the way you asked
61?
them, they were like, goodbye.
I need 40 likes. 40 likes, 10 subs. And y'all need to vote on this poll.
Where is it at? Give me the number. Give me the yeses. How many people are actually buying? Where are we at? Percent-wise.
Okay, they're voting. They're voting now. Keep voting.
Now?
Keep voting. We need this to be accurate. We need this to be professional.
What did you put? He says poorly written poll. Yes, we're buying. Yes, we're just talking. What does that mean?
That is. Are we talking or are we buying? Yes or no? I should have been talking or buying. So,
what?
People voted.
Okay, well, what is it?
Drew gonna kick out the stragglers. All right. This is a poorly written. Do y'all want me to run it back?
Oh my gosh, bro. We got other news stories.
I'm just saying the
we
poll.
We got to talk about the new Sony.
No, you want me to run the poll back?
We got Sony fan people in here. They're here for the Sony story. So can we?
Okay. The poll says, are we talking or are we buying? Yes, we're talking. Yes, it is confusing. I'm sorry. He put me under pressure.
Oh my God.
They say run it back. Let's run it back. We're going to end this poll and I need all y'all to re-poll it up. Okay.
Y'all are wild.
Hold on. I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong.
All right. You know what? Kaz says, also, y'all lock them doors.
Lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
Are you talking or buying S1 II?
Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to come back to that poll. Y'all vote. While we do,
new poll.
I think it is important that we talk about something that, we've been giving Lumix
Run it.
Nika.
Run it.
Whoa.
Run it, Brandon.
Which one? What we run?
Run it.
Oh, that one for the
We
women?
definitely don't like men's no more.
I don't like men. No more.
We sure don't.
I like women.
Nigga. I can say that.
The genuine way. I was like, what? I'm going to need to hear the cut on that.
I said there was a K. There was a K.
The way that our boy said he was delivered. Is the poll still bad?
Oh my God.
I can say that.
Will you figure it out?
Wild.
Will you figure it out? Oh my gosh. Hey, shout out to Nick. I didn't even read your comment.
He
What
said clip it.
Nika said, vibe coding during lunch and watching the stream. Lumix S1 is worth a look for Sony shooters. Mostly photography, but want to get into videography. That's a question?
Nika, yes.
I missed the question. What's the question?
Is this worth it?
Y'all know I'm dyslexic. Don't be getting on me.
Nika, I think if you shoot on any brand, the S1 II is worth a very hard look.
Sam says, I'm trying not to laugh out loud right now, y'all.
The way you felt judged, I can say that. I wasn't saying that you can't say it.
I know.
You just can't say it on stream.
I can say whatever I want to on stream. Oh, Mr. Camera Junkie, y'all, wow. Oh my gosh. Semi-hard. No, that wasn't semi. That was clean.
He said it was semi.
That was clean. That's not my fault. That's what her name is. Y'all super chat $50 and don't.
Will Baxter now. He said, I'm gonna sit this one. I ain't got no joke.
Will Baxter said,
This is,
I can't say it.
This is above my pay grade.
He says, I can't say it, so I will not comment.
This man said that was a soft K.
Bro, you want to hear something? You know what? It's the weirdest trend. Sorry, side note. We're not gonna stay here long. You know what's the weirdest trend I just saw that's happening on TikTok? I don't get on TikTok a whole lot, but it started bleeding over on Instagram. You know who's black now? Gingers, bro.
Dude. I have not researched that enough. I have seen the video you sent me. All right, Brandon, you ready for this poll? Come on. We need like 20 more votes. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 real quick.
Okay.
If you haven't voted, vote. There's 175 people on here. Take your phones out of your pocket. Vote. We're at 82. We need 18 more votes because y'all getting disrespectful. I thought it was the other way around. What? I thought people were excited about the S1 II.
Yeah. Where's it at now? So what are we looking at? Hey, Colton.
See the door that you opened up?
Be careful.
You see the door that you opened up?
You can call Nika by her first name, but you better emphasize that K, my boy.
He's like, I'm black now. We need media training.
Hey, shout out to Lane. He says, does the S1 II do something you can't achieve with your Red?
So the one primary thing, Lane, is and I'm going to be real with you, the autofocus be looking a whole lot better than the Red. Now, that might not mean something to some of y'all. But then number 2, at least on the KX, open gate. So I do feel like unless we're going to use 1.5 or 1.3 anamorphic, we're kind of sitting out on that 2x anamorphic look on the KX.
Yeah, I'll say, Lane, when it comes to like my professional cinema cameras going out on a production, like a full-fledged production, the Reds are it for me. I know a lot of people want me to try Ari. I am interested, but right now I'm very locked in Red. I'm very happy with Red. It's always been that mid-tier camera that I've been searching for. It's been Blackmagic's for me. I've bought the FX3 twice. I've owned the R5C. I've owned the R3. It is that mid-tier camera when I need it to have autofocus and be that mirrorless design. That's the camera that I've been like kind of searching for. That's what you can convert me on right now. You probably can't convert me on the high-end cinema. My Red is going to do what I need it to do.
You know what keeps me from buying anything?
Money.
The KX.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a real talk is not a flex, but when you have a camera that is that good, it's like I do get somewhat excited about like the S1 IIs and the R5s and all sort of deal, but it's like at the end of the day, I've got a camera that like from a quality standpoint is kind of undefeated. So it's like, it's hard to get like super excited like I need this now. So the moral of the story is if you got gas, go buy something really expensive and then it'll help your gas.
I don't think that's
therapy for y'all.
That's not
therapy for y'all,
bro. Stanley watches this show. Don't give bad advice. This man will. This man will do it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Alrighty,
What's
you
the
ready
poll?
for the poll?
I'm ready for the poll.
We need 4 more votes. 4, just 4.
We ain't got time for that.
Just 4.
We ain't got time for that.
All right.
What's the poll?
Vote. We have. What do you want to know? Talking or buying?
Just tell me the numbers. It's all.
Are you talking or buying S1 II? We have 75% people.
Just talking.
Just talking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we have 24% of people buying. I did see that one of our people said Saeed, Kalalala. I'm sorry. That was not. Dude, that was worse than your Louis.
That was so bad.
Kalala. It's Kalala.
Isn't that
what I said? Isn't that what I said?
Bro, it was the way you did it.
This man, between the Diddy mounts and the side pieces and the Kalalas, man, we getting wild out here. Okay, so I don't even know what he said. He said he answered incorrectly, so I'm going to give you 1 percentage point more, and we're going to go. Yeah.
You are wild today.
Luis?
Dang, bro.
No, I'm serious. That was not meant to be. That was not meant to be.
This guy,
offensive.
bro, that was wild.
Bro, if you don't stop, I'm clipping the side piece and sending it to your wife.
Don't do that.
I'm a bachelor for life.
Cameras. Camera related.
This man said a minus 100 subs.
Bro,
Get out of here.
The way that like I've already told my wife. I was
See,
like,
he said it's okay. My last name is Arab. How close was I, Saeed? Kalala. It's the extra. It's the fourth law.
It's the fourth
that be
law
sounding
that made it sound
racist. I just
you're one law over from being racist.
My tongue took over.
Oh my gosh, bro, the black man. Oh my gosh, wow.
All right, I think we're ready to cut this story.
Yeah,
because we got other cameras that we want to talk about.
We do. We got a new subscriber.
I asked for 10 and y'all gave me 1.
Well, that might be delayed. I'm not really sure what the delay is on the subscriber deal.
Guys, come on now.
Take over the stream.
9 more.
9 more. All right, you ready for this?
Find that moon. Yes.
Bro, keep looking. All right, so moving on. If y'all haven't heard the rumors, because they've gotten really loud in the last 48 hours, Sony fan people. No, that's not what we call them. Sony gang. Sony gang, it is time to rejoice or, get mad, whatever one you want to do. It looks like the brand new Sony FX2 should be coming before the end of the month.
Yes. What is his name? I always forget his name.
Sony Rumors.
Andrea.
Yeah,
Andrea Pacini.
So this is pulled directly from Sony Rumors. So if we're saying too much, it's already on the internet. So
yeah, this isn't from us.
This isn't from us.
We name drop.
We are name dropping.
So this is the FX2 specs.
Yeah. So all right. So hold on. I know a lot of y'all are quickly saying that the FX2 is. Oh, this is gonna go viral. I can already tell you. This is gonna be the viral name of it. The FX News. That's gonna be the name.
Ron, you sound like a hater, doc.
Ron, you need to patent that right now because it's too close to the FX2. Oh look at these subscribers coming in.
8
Shout out.
more. Now don't y'all be unsubscribing to resubscribe. Because Godwin, I thought you were a subscriber before.
Will Baxter says FX2 is trash.
Wow, we got some Sony hate up in here.
So look, I have a very hot take when it comes to the FX2.
Okay.
But first, let's talk about what we know about the FX2.
Alrighty. This is going to be a 33 megapixel sensor. A7 IV and Sony A7 II.
A7 V or A7 IV?
A7 IV and the Sony A7C II. Are they saying it's going to be that chip?
They're saying it's going to be the exact same sensor.
They're going to be the exact... That sounds like Sony tendencies.
Hey, shout out to all the amazing subscribers coming in.
Yes, thank you. 7 more.
They about to take over the stream. With
Don't snooze on the subscribe button. All right. They're going to put an EVF. So this will be the first EVF on their mirrorless style bodies, which is cool. Cinema cameras. And it's going to be huge. Mechanical shutter, AI chip, 32-bit float audio.
That's big.
They're going to have a thick body.
Thicker body
than the FX3.
Yep.
Same ports. Cost around $3,500. It will be announced on May 28th. Is this a full frame?
This is a full frame. So
hold on. Why does it say it's going to shoot 4K 60 crop then?
So I've got two thoughts on this camera. I have had this theory about Sony that I have said multiple times. It is the fact that I believe that Sony builds cameras in two waves. They have teams that build parts.
Okay.
They have a team that builds bodies. They have teams that build sensors. Calm down. They have teams that build chips, right? So you have a team that's building all the Legos. They build the actual Lego bricks. And then you have a product team that comes in and they look at the Lego bricks that are available and they choose to put certain ones together in order to make the actual camera that we buy. But here's the problem. Sometimes you got too many bricks left in the bin. Because if a camera doesn't sell, like the A7C II, you got a bunch of those sensors left over. If you got a camera that has super slow readout, like the A7 IV, and people ain't buying it, you got a bunch of those sensors left in the bin. So what do you got to do? You got to figure out a way to get rid of them. And so when the team is like, hey, we got to move these sensors, they go, all right, well, what bricks are available? Well, we've been working on this new body over here we were going to put into the FX3 Mark II. But you know what? Let's go ahead and throw it in this camera. So it's a new body, which will make people excited. But we can offload some of these older sensors that we just got to get rid of. But then the problem is like when you ask, like, why does it do 4K 60 crop? It doesn't have the processor to be able to handle 4K 60 full readout.
Brandon, I know why our audience thinks that I don't like Sony and then you don't like Sony.
I don't dislike Sony.
No, I know why our audience thinks we do.
Why? I just gave him like some credit there.
No, because they're projecting. They hate Sony. Oh. These comments are salacious. Y'all be outing yourselves.
You want to run through something?
I'm literally dying on y'all's comments.
What they got?
Go up to when you start talking. Yes, I'm a Sony hater.
Hey, they put it out there.
Go up. No, keep going up. No, that I was reading the ones while you were really talking.
Oh my
gosh, bro. Keep going up.
That's the top.
Okay. No.
I'd rather watch pigeons fight than buy it.
Keep going, because FX News, FX. Okay, yeah. Is it tariffs that did this to the FX2? Oh my gosh, y'all are wild. Even Nika said something about the.
Where did she say? I don't see her.
She in there?
Oh, Sony handicapping features again.
Oh my gosh. Ron said, what did Ron say?
Is it a 6K camera? No.
No.
It's not a 6K sam. It's not a 6K
No,
camera.
Ron said he's a Sony hater. That's what he said.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Armando's about to call the S1 II the FX2 killer. Kofi, can you kill something if it's dead on arrival?
Yes. Dude, that's wild. So here's the deal. We don't know anything about this camera, and specs, especially at this point in time, are extremely boring. Six more.
No, that's a member.
Oh, never mind.
Shout out for the resub.
Yes. I think we can all agree that just reading out specs about a camera is insanely boring. What does 33 megapixels mean? All right. Yeah, like, whatever. I need to be able to see it to be able to judge it.
I can judge that.
Because hold on. Doesn't the FX3 have is it a 12? No, it's the it's 12 megapixels.
Yeah.
And the FX3 is an incredible camera.
Yeah, because if you're shooting 4K, that's all you need.
You can't judge the sensor, and I'll tell you why. I know
what you're gonna say.
I'll tell you why.
I don't like what you're gonna say.
I'll tell you why.
I already know what you're gonna say.
You can put a different sensor
I knew it.
into a different camera and have a completely different image.
You're right.
So let's just leave it there.
So here's a few things.
I'm not saying that this camera's going to be great. I'm just saying specs are boring. Let me see it.
Well, just wait till the 28th. Here's my thing. I believe that there's some good things that we can look at from this camera. All right. So this is sort of my hot take when it comes to this camera. Do I have a hot take button? I do have a hot take button. Hot take. All right. Here's my hot take when it comes to this camera specifically. If you are a Sony shooter, you should look at this camera and say, I have a better idea of where the future is going. Because we know how Sony likes to repurpose camera bodies. And we're looking at the new naming system. If in fact it is an FX2, I think this breathes life into my theory of the fact that cameras are going to change in the Sony ecosystem from the FX3, the FX6, FX9. They're all going to get new model numbers. This is not a FX3 replacement, but I think this becomes the new entry level in the cinema line for Sony.
Okay.
And then we get
entry?
Well, I guess you have the FX30, but full frame entry.
No. At what price though?
$3,500.
Oh, that's steep.
Well, for cinema,
that is
full
true.
frame cinema.
That's true.
Because you got crop cinema. But for an FX2, this is the new full frame cinema entry level camera. And now we can get an FX4, for example, not an FX3, but an FX4 that can integrate things like possible in-body, in-body NDs.
Mm-hmm.
You can change the body. Like when they say you're getting a bigger, beefier body, that makes me excited for the next FX3 because if the body is bigger, so you can make room for an actual EVF, that means the next FX3 Mark II or whatever is going to actually end up replacing the FX3 Mark II will get this exact same body. And it might be big enough to actually fit those NDs in it. So currently, I'm not really excited about this camera specifically.
Yeah.
But I am excited about what a bigger body for the FX line can do for in-body NDs, bigger sensor, more processing power, bigger fan. Because right now, I think if you tried to put a 6K sensor inside the FX3 with the existing processors and stuff in there, the camera would probably overheat.
Yeah.
So if you go with the bigger camera, you can put a bigger fan in there, bigger processor in there, built-in NDs, and possibly up to a 6K sensor, maybe even 8K sensor. So I'm happy for them changing the body style, but this particular camera, I will say, I do believe it might just be dead on arrival, and it's because cameras like the S1 II currently exist.
That is a very hot take, dead on arrival. But I do want to see it.
Oh, I want to see it.
We'll see.
I want to see it. I think it's going to be solid.
Doc, you did have a very interesting comment, and I realized I had to check myself for just a moment. He basically said, full frame cinema for $3,500 is a still. And then I started thinking to myself, yeah, I guess when I'm thinking about like Canon stuff, and I'm even thinking about other people's like full frame, you know, the Pixis kind of throws the market a little bit. But I guess to be fair, full frame and for it to be cinema and not a hybrid, I agree. 3,500 is a still, but it better live up.
I'm just saying, like, when it ships, it better have like shutter angle in it if you're gonna keep calling it a cinema camera. It needs to have all the additional features that the FX3 now kind of has. I am interested because I didn't see this spec if it's going to be able to support the Blackmagic RAW out over HDMI. That would be really interesting to see what they're going to do with that. But I am excited for a new Sony cinema body style.
Yeah.
Because I think that will genuinely make it better. And like what Mr. Camera Junkie's here saying, 32-bit audio on the FX2.
Through the handle?
That's
through the handle?
Through the handle.
Through the handle.
That's the same thing Lumix is doing. That is, I believe, a big upgrade for Sony because I want everybody to have FX. I want everybody to have 32-bit internal.
Do me a favor. Go to Wayne's comment.
This one?
Yeah, go to that one.
Yeah.
Brandon, do me a favor. Can you describe cinema?
So we have other stories that we have to. Wayne, this is a tough topic. I don't even know how to get into it. Consider your comment ignored. Mr. Camera Junkie said, question, if it has built-in NDs, that's why it's thicker.
The way that they be ignoring us,
I don't.
Like, bro.
I just said that, didn't I?
No, not them. I'm saying the way that camera companies be ignoring us. The only thing that almost every cinema person, camera buyer wants. Give us built-in NDs. Give it to us. And they just be ignoring us. Stop ignoring us.
Bro, I'm sure there's just like a bunch of engineers like, he doesn't understand. It's way harder than he thinks it is.
We went to the moon.
We did not go to the moon. Bro, if they admit that we didn't go to the moon, will you lay off these camera brands about getting all this extra stuff?
You know what I'm gonna say then? We built that tower in Abu Dhabi, the real tall one. Bro, if they can build a mile tall skyscraper, they can put internal NDs in the FX2.
Bro, the way we do have some stuff that's wild when you think about it.
Bro, we got lasers. Come on now.
Wild. Also, SDI out, please. I don't think we're ever going to get SDI on a FX3 style camera.
Did you think that it was going to be on the C80 though?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, I told you the story about that, right?
No, but I'm saying before it came out, you thought Canon was going to put an SDI on it?
I didn't think we were going to get a C80. I thought we were going to get a C70 Mark II, and I definitely thought there was going to be a SDI on it. Because here's the thing. You heard about why that port is a...
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all have heard this before. I don't know if this is public knowledge, so I'm going to tell the story anyway, because I don't care. So I heard...
Talk about Canon.
I heard this rumor that when Canon had made the C70, they took it into Netflix to get it Netflix approved before the camera came out.
Yep.
And Netflix was like, okay, we got to make sure it has this, it has that. Does it shoot 4K? Does it support these color profiles? Does it have these file types? Whatever, audio, blah, 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 to get Netflix approved. And like right before they were about to leave, they were looking at the body of the camera. They saw the little attachment point for SDI. Mm-hmm. And they said, oh, that's for timecode, right? And the engineers who were there were like, sure. It was an SDI port.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's for timecode. And so from that moment, they changed the internals to make the camera support timecode and not SDI. And so for that's why when the C80 came out, you now have two, one for SDI and one for timecode. They always wanted to put SDI on the C70, but in order to get it Netflix approved, it has to be able to support timecode.
Dude, the way that people be caring about being Netflix approved.
Bro, the way Netflix is making more content than studios right now, of course you want to be Netflix.
No,
approved.
I know. It's just crazy how even this reminds me of our good friend Big Cook.
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me. He dropped a video. You ain't watched it on the S1 II. Good deal. But it's so funny, right? It's like, obviously, you want to make money. You want people to buy your camera. You want them to use it on Netflix shows. But how we just like Netflix has become like the
standard.
If it's not on the Netflix approved list, your camera's not good.
Bro, it's the first time, like, because in Hollywood, they never had, like, Hollywood-approved cameras.
Throw up Gus's comment.
But now, it's easy. Gus says none of y'all making Netflix movies anyway, so what you talking about?
Gus, man, come on, bro.
All right, Jarrell, you ready for the next news story?
Yes.
Because I feel like our audience is like, yeah, we don't care about this FX2.
They rocking with us. 203 on here. We only growing, baby.
Bro,
we only growing.
Shout out. Y'all crushing it today.
Y'all slow down on the subscribers, though. Y'all slow down a little bit. We need 7 more.
If y'all haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button.
Y'all got that 100 likes, so thank you. We got a dislike. Yeah, I'm going to call you out.
Bro, he's gone.
You one little person.
Bro, now you just invited like 5 more. You're the worst. All right. Now, if y'all did not hear about this and you live in America, it makes sense. Because I found out this. I didn't know this on Monday. Did you know? Did you know on Monday?
About Mavic?
No. Did you know that we are second-class citizens?
Bro, I think this is a marketing strategy.
Oh, I don't think it's a marketing strategy.
You want to know why I think it's a marketing strategy?
Why?
I've never wanted a Mavic 4 Pro more than
it's an
the moment they told us we can't have it. I'm like,
but
how can I get one?
But I want it though. How much is a flight to Canada? So
Kofi, send it.
Don't send yours because yours was in the bottom of the ocean. So in a real way, DJI came out with the brand new Mavic 4 Pro. I've got to. Brandon, please explain SOL. If you know, you know. Here's the deal. If you didn't know about the Mavic 4 Pro before it released, your head was under the sand. This was the hardest product.
The most leaked product.
Bro, it was so hard not to talk about this product. I couldn't talk about it, but it was everywhere. I was sending full commercials to Jarrell via Instagram that had leaked on this product. But DJI just released a new Mavic 4 Pro. If you're asking yourself, is this a drone you should upgrade from your current drone for? If you watch enough marketing videos, you'll be convinced that for sure.
Yeah.
Does it have a lot of really cool new features? Absolutely. The new full swivel of the actual camera and all the cameras can rotate is absolutely clutch. If you're somebody who has shot real estate or vertical content and you've needed to shoot vertical drone footage, but you've always had to crop out, well, now you can get your full width of the sensor, full quality to be able to shoot vertical drone
You say
footage.
Now.
You're right. There was another camera.
The minis do.
The minis did this.
The minis do.
Yeah, but now you can actually do it with a cam, like a higher,
like a real camera. No. So hey guys, quick story time, okay? Because I think it's always beneficial to know.
What's up, Terry?
What people got. What's up, Shield Team 6? Up in this thing. All
Tight
right.
shirt, Terry.
So I had the Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had a camera on a drone that I was like, this is everything. Like, this image is crazy. It's when Hasselblad took over. This is crazy.
Yep.
I crashed it. I've crashed many drones. I accidentally, on B&H, bought the Mini 3 Pro.
How you accidentally buy a drone?
I thought I was buying the Air. Like, well, no, to be fair, DJI has so many more products than they used to have before the Mavic 2.
Yeah. It can be confusing now.
I was kind of like, is this what I get? Because it was around the price that I normally, about $1,500 on a drone. And when it came in, I was like, dang, this thing is small. And I was like, maybe that's, but then I fell in love with its size, the Mini Pro 3. I got to be honest, the video is not what the Mavic 2 Pro is.
Right.
But the features, the upgrades were incredible. But it's got me wanting. It's got me wanting to step back up, to have all the features, but to step up to the quality.
Yeah. I own the Mavic 3 Cine. And I gotta be real with y'all. the ProRes, the 1 terabyte of internal storage, and the image is amazing. I feel like I want for nothing. It's small enough to where I can, like, in my Pelican case, like when I go shoot real estate, inside my Pelican case is my camera, a few extra lenses, my drone, the drone controller, and 3 batteries for the 2 batteries for the drone, 1 battery's inside the actual drone itself, extra batteries for the camera, right? All that can fit into a Pelican case. I gotta be real with y'all. When I see this new Mavic 4 Pro, do I love his capabilities? 100%.
Yes.
Do I love the fact that the controller, you just literally pull it up and it turns on? You pull the legs out on the Mavic 4 Pro and it turns on. Like, I love all those things.
The only miss is it doesn't have ProRes, right?
The miss is that it doesn't have ProRes. It has 512 internal storage.
Yeah.
And it's so much bigger that I know for my use case, it becomes another case just for the drone.
Yes, it's like we're going backwards a little bit.
And so what this feels like to me is something closer to if you wanted a small Inspire. That's the vibe that I'm getting.
Is that big?
It's not that big.
Okay.
But it's like...
Because the Inspire's like, if y'all ain't paying,
well, I get that.
We ain't bringing.
But it just feels like it's so much... Like, it's more of a... If I'm bringing it, I know I'm using it right now. I'll throw my drone in my Pelican case and I'm like, maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. I don't know. And that's with the 3 Cine. So I am hoping that the 4 Pro, one, does get a Cine, because I do want ProRes.
Yeah.
And I do want to have a terabyte of internal. Because y'all, before I bought this Cine, the way I would show up on shoots, not have a micro SD card, and have to go run to a CVS or to a Walgreens to pick up a little micro SD card. I love the 1 terabyte because I don't ever think about it. I'll be on shoots and like, I think it was like a year before I ever got close to even filling it up and was like, oh, all right. So I'll go back, delete some old stuff and be like, all right, let's keep it pushing.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I don't have a card in my Mini and it only has 2 gigs. So when I'm on a real estate shoot, you know how many clips they get?
Like 2 clips.
5 clips.
Oh my God.
But
diabolical.
we're doing house tours, so we don't need more than 5 drone. I don't put 5 drone clips into the house edit.
Oh, I do. I put a lot.
I only put 5. Well, if I had more space.
If the house sucks on the inside, your house is about to be, your video is like 90% drone clips.
If I had more space.
This man.
Like, I can't go buy one.
I will say, dude, I absolutely love it. Now, the question is, I think to your point, you know, being in the US, it makes you want the Mavic 4 Pro a little bit more because, I mean, as I put in the title, you know, you're SOL if you live in the US.
Yep.
Unless you have a way of getting, you know, over into Canada and then you got to, you know, classify it.
Hold on. You're telling, oh, okay, good. Thank you for saying that.
No,
I thought you were about to tell people to smuggle.
I am legal. Okay?
This is not legal advice.
This is not that kind of show. Legally, if you want to go to Canada, buy it and then classify it when you come back in.
You can't buy it here. You can't even buy it here and then pay the...
like this is literally how I knew it was like a real issue.
Yeah.
It's not even on B&H's website.
You know what's wild? I'd buy a Mavic 2 Pro. I can't remember who said it. Shout out again. Who said they have the 2? But I rebuy that one right now, today, $500. Oh, Will said it.
Oh yeah, bro. It is pretty crazy. Now I'll say from what I've seen, it does seem like a pretty decent upgrade. Image quality looks great. The tracking looks well, depending on
Gene's video on the telephoto.
Yeah.
Makes it an instant buy. The telephoto upgrade from the 4 to the 3 seems insane.
I've never used a telephoto on mine because it looks so bad.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'll say I've used it like a few times for like triathlons.
Yeah.
Like when people are like on a bike and they're speeding off. But for the most part, I never use it because it's so unusable.
The DJI log is now on all 3 cameras. Dude, it's a legit deal. The price, it's not high because obviously it's a freaking incredible camera. I would just like not to spend that much money for 3 batteries, but to be fair, it looks incredible. And in a couple of years, I'll be picking one up after I get that R5 Mark II.
Gus said, I wouldn't go to Canada because it's more expensive. How can it be more expensive than not available? Like, it's not an option. Like, this is the thing. Like, there are a few things in my life that like drive me crazy, and it's when like the biggest one is when options are taken away. Like this is why like if a camera overheats, it is a non-starter for me.
Yeah.
Because there's no option. Like if a camera has bad battery life, there's options.
Yeah.
Buy a V-mount battery. It might be an expensive option, but there's at least options. How are you gonna make buying the camera in my country not an option? It's the first time. This is so bad to say out loud, but it is the first time I was like, there's like this saying that like America is a third world country wearing a Gucci belt. I was like, did we lose our Gucci belt? Like, how are we not gonna be able to do the And like literally because DJI is a Chinese company, it could have just come down from the top. They're like, yeah, you don't sell in America no more. And they were just like, yes, sir.
I know that we got some resolutions to this tariff deal, but we need it to be fully resolved.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Like, even when they did the 30-day, is it 30 days or 90 days? 90 days tariff fix or whatever that we're currently sitting in. I'm like, if I'm DJI, I'm still like, yeah, we'll wait and see after the 90 days.
You got to wait because you know
wait.
you're going to be selling the camera beyond 90 days.
Yeah. Like, it is kind of crazy. So hopefully there's a resolve because I do want to shoot with it. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to do that, like, you know, Black Panther orbiting shot with it, but the tracking on it is amazing. I have never really trusted, like I fly manually 90%, like 99% of the time.
I'm opposite.
You do the,
I don't do the smart modes. I don't do the smart modes, but I will do the highlight it and then then you just move the drone.
Really?
Oh, dude. It'll change your life.
I don't trust it.
It'll change your life. I'm telling you right now. I used to, because I've been flying since the Advanced 2, or it wasn't even Advanced 2. I was shooting since the DJI 2.
Yeah.
Bro, and getting like perfect orbits, bro, so hard. But bro, the moment that on the Mini 3 that you highlight a subject and then the camera stays locked on that, that's the magic in the Ronin 4D. That is the magic.
He says, we can see now who's more professional in here.
Bro, put your reel up, dog.
Put your reel
up, dog. Put your reel up, dog.
Out like that.
Put your reel up, dog.
Super chat came in. Joe, you want to read that one off?
Yes. Let's make sure we can put, yeah.
Oh. Well, it's already up there now.
Sober Dad says, gas cured A7R5 and Komodo 6K stuck in ProRes till I can get a Mac using the iPad Pro. First time super chat on any, bro. Thank you.
Shout out to you, Super Dad. Wait,
seriously.
Do I have anything cool?
And you are a red shooter. Let's go.
I don't have anything cool.
Dude, I said it, bro. Get a red, gas cured. Not really. I still got gas.
Don't do that, guys. I was about to say.
I got gas.
This man still want the R5.
Gassy. I'm gassy. We talking about the Mavic 4.
I'm still gassy as wild.
We talking about one.
All right. So question for y'all. If you're based outside the U.S., did you buy the Mavic 4 Pro?
Ain't nobody buy that drone.
And if you are in the U.S., once it becomes available, are you buying it?
If you have the 3, you're not upgrading.
I'm not up. I don't think I'm upgrading.
You're not upgrading. Like, the 3 is great. The 2 was great. The 4, it's just like, bro, are we droning for a living?
So that's my thing. I don't think I've ever had a single client tell me that there was an issue with any of the drone shots. And I've never sent the drone footage to like an editor or colorist for that matter.
Yeah.
Who had any problems. Now, yes, if you shoot DJI, you know, them greens be neon. So you got to tune those down a little bit. But outside of that, like, it's like there's no real issue. Like, I'll tell you what could have got me to switch in a real way. Because when I first saw the leaks coming out with the drone and the camera was spinning, right? My brain was like, oh, how cool would it be if they made a way, like they went back in time, like what they used to do with the old Osmo, where you could take the camera, like with the Inspire, you could take the camera off the Inspire and put it on a gimbal and then walk with that.
So, hold on. So I want y'all to remember when I offered up an idea of having interchangeable mounts, and Brandon was like, "You can't do that."
No, I came back around to that because remember I said the Megadap adapter. I agreed with you.
No, I know. I'm just making sure.
What? We making sure of?
We be throwing out, y'all. You be throwing out, going back in time, and doing crazy stuff.
No,
we both do the same thing, Brandon.
So what? Bro, we have said this multiple times. I keep telling y'all, we say a lot of stuff. You think I remember what we even said at the start of this show? I can't even remember if I told y'all I'm switching to the Lumix or not. But they did say they're going to send me one, so let's see if they actually do.
Lex Tex Rex, I will tell you, this may sound like shillery. I ain't never got a check from DJI. Buy it. They've been so good for so long. You don't need to buy it.
Did y'all have to no, he's talking about getting your license.
Oh, I thought he was like, do you have to test a drone before you buy it?
Bro, ain't nobody gonna let you test no drone before you buy it.
No, I'm just saying.
Luck.
To go back to that deal, I'm saying, not to be a shill, but DJI has been minted since the 4. Just buy it.
If you're asking, do you have to get a license before you can fly commercially?
If you're going to make money.
At least in the U.S. you do.
If you're going to make money.
You got to get that Part 107. And
Canada too, no?
I don't know.
That's why Peter McKinnon stopped flying.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is the test sucks, and you got to learn aeronautical charts and all this stuff. So go buy a course that will teach you what you need to know. You cannot just walk in there and think, I mean, I know enough about drones. Like 5% of the
weather
questions.
Maps.
5% of the questions are like the laws around drones, like how high you can fly and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
5% of the questions are about that. The other 95,
airport codes.
You feel like you should be able to fly an actual plane after you're done. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was told when I took the Part 107 that, like, because the Part 107 is so close to another test, they were like, you should take that test. So then all you need to do is go get your flight hours and take one last test, and you'll be able to have like an actual pilot's license.
Throw up Jim's comment real quick, because I just want to adjust this. Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, why choose? Have both. Have lots of gas.
What are you talking about?
Vintage and clinical.
Jim, you must be new here.
Buy it all, dog.
Jim, you gotta be new here. Bro, you gotta be new here. We want all of it.
Throw up James's comment so that people know what happens if you don't have it.
Someone in Philly got a compound fine of $100K for drone flights.
We filing bankruptcy and moving to Mexico, dog. We just leaving. Ain't no way.
Yeah, bro, that's absolutely crazy. So yeah, so let us know. What are y'all thinking when it comes to this new one? Are you guys buying the new Mavic 4? I want to know. Let me know in the chat.
They're not going to Canada.
Ain't nobody going to Canada. All right, now let's talk about something that I'm actually genuinely excited about. So
you weren't excited before?
Because I can't get it. What's the point? I can't get this either, but this sounds...
The S1 II? You couldn't get it?
No, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the Mavic 4. Okay. Now, this is the only thing right now when it comes to the S1 IV that has me feeling some type of way. What? What are you laughing about?
Keep going.
Okay.
The comment.
What has me feeling some type of way is this new rumor that literally landed on Nikon Rumors website this morning. There are new updates about this supposed Nikon Red collaboration camera. Now, I don't know anything, because if I did, they'd put me under NDA and I wouldn't be able to even talk about this. But do you have the actual Nikon Rumor story up?
Got it up.
Okay. Jarrell, I'll let you kind of talk through what we know so far, but y'all, I'm going to just let you know before he even gets into it. This gonna happen. This might be second wife material.
The way this man be switching it up every within the show. All right, this dropped this morning, which is absolutely crazy. The Nikon ZR will be the next Z-mount camera with Red tech. Dude, this sounds really crazy, Brandon. Because we were thinking that a collaboration would take years. Has it even been a full year?
Yeah, it's been a full year.
So a little bit more than a full year. Here's what we're looking at. Brick-shaped, video-oriented design. I can't even say that word. Without pentaprism and EVF. So like a Komodo.
Or an FX3.
An FX3. So brick-shaped. No EVF. Many of the features and tech from Red will be incorporated inside. So not a new Red camera with a Z mount. So yeah, whatever. Z6 III sensor inside, large LCD screen, and the announcement is expected later this year, most likely third or fourth quarter of 2025.
So I gotta say, if this does get announced at the end of the year, I'm gonna freaking lose it.
What if it has an RF mount?
Bro. There's no chance. If this thing had an RF mount on it, I don't do that to me. I can't even consider that right now. Look, I will say, I have always said that my favorite system brand to shoot is Red. I'm unapologetic about that.
Yeah.
Call me a fanboy, whatever. I like Reds. Red got acquired by Nikon, which immediately made me start thinking, all right, we're probably going to be switching to a Nikon mount pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then about a year later, boom, we now have Komodo X and Raptor X with the Z mount on it. Mm-hmm. That almost solidified to me that whatever they do going forward, there is maybe a 50-50 chance that it may have an RF mount on it, but there's a 100% chance that there will be a version with a Z mount on it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lock for me.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, I was like, okay, cool. I can maybe get some Nikon Red hybrid. Mm-hmm. We've seen Nikon dabble more into the world of video with the Z6 III. But before this week, Lumix, you might have done something poor in my deal. When I saw that the S1 II, go away, Dave Chappelle. When I saw that the S1,
thank you, Philip.
I love you, Philip. When I saw that the S1 II had the same sensor as the Z6 III, full transparency. I think I said it last week or whenever I live streamed.
I think I said it about 30 minutes ago.
No. This is different. I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous before the camera came out
mm-hmm.
because I don't think I've ever said this publicly, but the Z6 III is a little noisy. Z6 III is a little noisy. So, for that reason, y'all, make Dave Chappelle go away. I'm talking. I'm trying to stay mentally locked in, okay?
This man's like, stop giving, but keep giving.
The Z6 III, this is how we pay for lunch. The Z6 III is a little noisy of a sensor.
Yeah.
But when the S1 II came out, and it has, no one will admit it from Lumix, but the same sensor, and they're able to get what they're getting out of it, now when I look at this news story about a Red Nikon hybrid box style camera, that even if it's using the Z6 III sensor, if Lumix could get that out of that sensor, I'm convinced that Red can even get more out of this sensor. So now I'm not even worried about the sensor. Now I'm thinking about the functionality of a camera. Y'all. James, it's working. James, it's 100% working, bro.
We need about 20 more $10.
That's a great way. If I ask for super chats, they'll stop. Super chat me right now because I know you won't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Reverse psychology. So here's the deal. I personally believe that I've said I would not fully invest in another system the way I have with the RF, but buddy, give me an FX. Y'all realize when y'all do this, I can't clip these moments, right? You're ruining my content for the future.
You're ruining my moment.
Oh my gosh. Philip, what have you done, bro?
This man says sorry. You did it. You asked for him.
It was supposed to be reverse psychology. They weren't supposed to do it. Y'all supposed to be buying cameras. Look,
you know what they're saying?
The clip is
You
ruined.
know what they're saying? Stop shilling.
Man, y'all got it. Y'all got it. I'm done. I don't even care about this story no more. I don't even care no more. I had some important things. This is the only story I cared about today.
You guys ruined it.
You guys ruined it. Drew, I don't care. I ain't got nothing else to say. Camera's on you, boy.
So, Here's the deal. I gotta be 100% honest. I know that if Nikon makes a camera, there's no way that the RF is going to be on it. I'm still hoping that if Red makes a camera, that the RF mount will still be on it.
So you're saying whose name is on the top?
If it's Nikon ZR or whatever, ZR, whatever they're calling it, an RF's not going to be on it. But if Red drops a camera, there's still a possibility that the RF is on it. I don't know. So I will say for me, it's the same problem as the S1 II. It's the same problem. You're going to be a side piece. So, and I say that in the most respectful way, you would have to be an addition to what we already have, because we ain't selling everything unless we get that alien tech.
Okay, so let me tell y'all. When y'all asked me earlier, what would it take for me to sell everything, lose $6,000, and make a crazy dumb decision?
Bro, I think you losing more than $6, but
bro, yeah, you might be right. Here's exactly what it is. Here's Brandon Washington as of today's dream camera. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Give me the capabilities of the S1 II. I'm just going based off tech that currently exists.
You're saying all the specs from the S1 II.
I want the open gate. I want open gate 60, 6K. I'm fine with that. I don't really need more than that. I want the capabilities of the S1 II. You give me the color science and red raw out of the sensor.
You getting in raw.
I don't want in raw. I'm telling you what I want. I want red raw. It can be ELQ. It can be LQ. If it's those two, that's the only options. If you want to go up to MQ, HQ, you got to buy a full-size red cinema camera. Totally fine with that. But give me ELQ or LQ. I want that. Put it in the body style of an FX3 with a swivel screen.
And it doesn't overheat.
I want that. And then give me mirrorless camera autofocus. I want that. If that requires the Z mount, bro, we selling it. We selling it all.
It's not just about selling it all. Are you buying all Z mount lenses?
Oh, so here's the thing.
You getting married again? You settling down?
I've already said it publicly. I'm fine saying it publicly. That might be the second. I might put a ring on it.
That's fair.
For that camera.
That's fair.
The only problem is no one from Red has told me anything. So I need y'all to help me.
Hook a brother up with an NDA.
Bro, put me under NDA right now so I can know if I need to start moving these RF lenses. If it's coming this year too, boy, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't care. I know.
Oh my gosh. What did Gus say?
I don't know.
Go down.
I don't have him.
Because that is a very hot take.
What did he? Oh my Lord. Is this foolishness? He says, hot take.
I've never tried it.
Canon RAW has more control on DaVinci than R3D RAW. R3D RAW 16-bit is nice, but they need to redo those controls.
So I use Premiere, Gus, so you're going to have to provide way more context, because that might be a reason for me to switch to DaVinci, like fully switch. Because the control of Canon RAW on Premiere is fine, but on Premiere, Red RAW be having about 90,000 more options than Canon.
Yeah. I gotta say, y'all, I feel like maybe this could be like a fun deal to try. Maybe y'all put it off in the chat what y'all's are. But like, so far, I feel like a lot of people, they have that reason, that reason why they choose a brand, why they're willing to switch, whatever it is. I gotta know from y'all on a real note, if we got a FX3 Red RAW, but it had a Z mount on it.
It said a box.
It said a brick.
A brick.
When has a brick ever been a cube?
That is true.
We're talking a brick. So if you give me a FX3 styled red today, and I gotta go Nikon because here's the thing, and this is again speaking from my own deal here. I can send my Raptor in and get the Z mount put on it.
Yeah.
And of course, y'all know I make most of my moves around what my Raptor is. This is one of the reasons why I don't think I'll ever be able to just like say like, oh, I'm only ever gonna shoot Lumix, because I'm always gonna want to shoot Red. So if it's very easy for me to have an FX3 style body that shoots Red, so it's even more usable than the KX, even if it's a little bit less quality than the KX, because it's not like the KX is going to disappear.
Yeah.
This is just going to be the Red that I can take out to go shoot real estate. You know how many times I've wished I could take my Red to go shoot real estate, but it just doesn't make sense because it's not the most usable situation?
My hands up.
Okay, yes.
Right.
I was in the middle of a conversation, but sure, by all means.
You said your dream camera. Let me tell you mine. You ready?
R5 Mark II.
Get out of here. I wasn't going to say that. That's not my dream camera. I want the DSMC4 Raptor in a KX body with Sony autofocus. Give me the Raptor X in a KX body.
So you just want full frame KX.
I want full frame. I want the Raptor X in a KX body with Sony autofocus.
But you just want the sensor. Because what makes the Raptor X, in my opinion, like, don't get me wrong, the full frame 8K sensor is great. It is a huge step up from the KX. But it is the dual SDIs. I
don't care about that.
It's the IO on the back.
Don't care about that.
So you just want the sensor.
I want
when you
full
say
frame.
You want that Raptor, what do you want out
the
of it?
dynamic range.
Okay.
I want the full frame.
You want the extended highlights.
Yes.
Okay.
No. I'll in the non-extended highlight mode, it's 2 stops better. But I'll take it. I want the extended highlights. I want the full frame. And I want in the 4 to have mirrorless level autofocus.
I do believe that we
for
do
$5,000.
We do need mirrorless level autofocus. Red says done paying $18K, you still buy it. Oh, if you get so
No. I need KX prices, dog.
This man says actually make it cheaper.
6,000.
6,000? That's cheaper than the KX now. What are you doing?
Bro, guys, we've talked about this before. There are few times that on set that your mind is blown. If you know, you know. And I feel like there's only a few people that know, right? Carlos knows. Cam Aki probably knows. Brandon knows. Marcus knows. That KX dynamic range will blow your mind. And I just want you to think about this for a moment. When you're looking at the monitor and you're like, how do we see that deep into the shadows and that deep into the highlights when everything else is blown out or crushed? Bruh. Give me that in a KX body for a KX price with mirrorless.
But you wouldn't
and that's all I need.
But what if you got that in an FX3 body? I feel like, don't get me wrong, the KX body is good.
It's got to be heat. He's got to be a problem. I think that's the reason why the Raptor is that big.
I mean, it's a huge fan. It's got 2 intakes.
If I'm being 100% honest, the Raptor's too big for me. It's too much camera.
Can't handle it.
Can't handle it.
It's too much for you.
I'm going to be real.
This man says it's too big. You can't handle it.
It's too much.
It's all right.
I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable.
Do you feel comfortable?
I feel comfortable with the KX. The Raptor X is too much in the hands.
It's too much in the hands. Is wild.
It's too much.
Hey, Marcus is in here.
That's what you sound like. You sound like Tyrese.
What did he say?
I want a R Alexa.
That's you.
And an FX3. No, you said.
No.
If you could have it in an FX3 body. No, I don't want that in an FX3. I want it in a KX body.
No, I was talking about the price part where he said, I want an Aria Alexa in the FX3 body for a GoPro price.
I didn't say a GoPro price. I said a KX price.
Get him, Tyrese. This man,
No,
wild.
I do use a speed booster on the KX, but I'm telling you guys, there is some, bro, I have, what did Martin Luther King Jr. say? I have seen the mountain. What did he say? The KX is the mountain, bro. It's the mountain. I ain't seen nothing else like it. What you laughing at?
This man say, what did he say? I see in the mountain. The KX is the mountain. I think that when it comes to Nikon trying to do what.
Oh, are you laughing at Giovanni's comment?
Bro.
James says, I know you ain't quoting him. I've seen the mountain.
That's what I'm talking about. I can like MLK. Yeah.
Bruh. Raptor X.
Look, I can see you doing a whole deal. I want a future where Lumix cameras, Sony cameras can all share the same mount.
See, that's wild. That's wild. You took it too far.
That was disrespectful. My bad. My bad. That was disrespectful. KX is a Komodo X.
Yes.
PG.
Red Komodo X.
Yes.
If you know, go look it up.
No, that was too far. I went too far. My bad.
You're good. You didn't say Nika on the stream. Did you see how clear it was for me?
It was only not that clear because the meme was playing at the same time.
I got a whole job that I'm trying to preserve.
Oh, that's right. You got people who watch the show.
Nika.
I have no bosses and can genuinely do
this man's slurring on camera.
That wasn't a slur. That's not a slur. It's a term of endearment.
No, I'm not saying you were saying slurs. Like you're slurring your words.
Oh no, I'm only drinking. This is Red Bull. I promise. Chat. This is Red Bull. Look. It's Red Bull.
Gus says, "Wait till you get to Japan." Have you heard of that?
No, what's that?
They got a word. Is it Japan or is it Korea? They got a word that be sounding real close to Nika.
Really?
It's wild. And cause homeboy from Kai's homeboy.
The dude from Taiwan?
They were like, "What'd you say? What'd you say?"
Bro, we just having a good time.
Martin Lumix King over here.
Now that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. You think I'm disrespectful? Kofi is disrespectful.
Bro, he that African black, bro. He ain't that. He's
the Canadian.
He ain't that Canadian African black. He ain't that. He's like I don't know about that American black.
Oh my gosh. You just call this man Drake.
Absolutely not. But you just did. That's wild. Bro, Kofi, I just want you to know how this man really feels about you. That man's been sneak dissing, bro. That's wild.
Oh my gosh. Hey, in my defense, they all came on my stream and called me short for 2 hours.
Oh, he's getting that get back.
So, and I was real nice. I ain't say nothing on stream.
Dude, Kofi about to say something salacious right now.
I knew they sugar daddy was on stream, so I was trying to be respectful. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I'm allowed to laugh at this. Hey, if nobody can hear you laughing, do it.
No, because they be taking that to say like, oh, so we can say certain words when no one's around? No.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying if you chuckle to yourself and nobody else is around, did it happen?
Oh my gosh. Not like us is diabolical. Oh my gosh.
This man said, I'm just saying, I took a flight to North America once.
Bro, he's like saying, I got black friends.
The way, Kofi, I'm your friend. The way this man going in on you, wild. This man just called you.
Oh my gosh. Hey Gus, are we invited to the cookout? I heard the Gingers are, so I guess you are. I don't know.
Oh my God. He said laugh in silence. Oh, wild.
Oh my gosh. All right, so Jarrell.
Yes.
Seriously. How devoted to Red are you? Are you devoted to Red enough to jump over to the Nikon mount for the future of Red cameras?
Anything is possible, but bro, what did I say you got to send me out for and all your lenses?
This man is still stuck. He said, I'm not selling nothing. I get it. I appreciate it. It's cheaper to keep her. Y'all taught me something about it.
I mean, that's like the tough part. It's like, y'all gonna. I'm not gonna throw around numbers because I don't want to seem like it's a bragging thing. But I got 14 lenses. I've got 4 camera bodies. I am. You have other types of cameras and lenses, bro. We got one main woman. We got one. Ain't nobody else.
You got the Red.
I do, but it's RF too.
Okay.
That's it. So it's like, it took me 13 years to get to this spot. I ain't taking 13 years to get to another spot. That's wild.
No, you just sell what you got. And get
Not when the KX is at the top.
Okay, so Logan says a buyback program from Lumix or Nikon could shake the game up in a big way. I've said that, and you said that.
100% MSRP.
100%?
Bruh. Yeah, give me 90%. The way that you be putting in your used gear into these sites.
Oh, and they be
no disrespect. No disrespect.
They be disrespectful.
If y'all want to sponsor us, no disrespect. But until y'all want to sponsor us, bro, the way they be like, oh yeah, we'll give you $11 for your C70. I will never.
They do be being disrespectful. Those prices do be being disrespectful.
Don't put up Logan's comment, but Logan on one, bro.
Bro, it's not just them. There's another 3-letter acronym that be doing the same thing.
They be doing the same thing. But sponsor if y'all want to.
Bro, they won't sponsor me. We had a deal. We tried to do a deal. They won't sponsor me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they say you can't work with anybody else. I'm like, okay.
Y'all the only one who do use gear?
All right. So, last question for the chat before we get ready to go into our after party stream, because I totally forgot to mention we are doing an after party stream.
So let's tell them, if you are a member of the Creative Fam Live,
member of the channel,
you will be able to go with us into the after party. If you're not, you guys can sign up to be a member right now. I think it's like $5 a month.
Yeah.
If you want to keep this party going, go ahead and sign up, become a member.
Yeah, because if you think we're reckless when we're live for the internet, just wait till we're in a safe place like a Zoom call.
Now, if you don't want to buy this, that's totally fine too. You got to get back to work. That's okay. We understand. But if you want to continue the party, go and sign up, be a member. It should be in the description. I don't know. I made the description. I don't remember if I put it in there. But right next to the subscribe button, especially if you're on desktop, there should be a join button. Hit that join button. Become a member.
Yeah, we love to hang out with you guys after the stream. But before you guys bounce out, I want to know, of all the gear that we talked about, because this is one of the super unique, are you going to make it members only this time? Yes, Ezreal.
We're gonna try.
One mistake.
One mistake.
One mistake. One mistake. If you know, you know. But of all of the news, because this is one of those unique shows where we had a drop from Lumix, Sony information, Nikon information, DJI information. Only brand we really didn't talk about today was Canon and Blackmagic.
Canon's coming for you.
Well, they say they are. Of all of the drops that we've been talking about today, our question to you is, which one are you most excited about? I really want to know. Nika says, still live? The show is the same time every week, Nika.
Dude, go back like 15 minutes, Nika.
Don't go back.
We got a running joke with you now.
Oh, yeah. You've been, even though you weren't here, you were an integral part of today's episode.
Yes.
But in a real way, what are y'all, of everything that we've talked about today, what are you most excited about? Which one has your attention? Which one has you maybe considering making some decisions?
S1 II.
That's the one for you.
The reason is I haven't seen anything with the Nikon ZR. Haven't seen anything. So I don't even know if it's real.
I'm talking about of what
somebody
we said.
could be pulling the chain.
That person should be smacked by their mama.
They could be pulling the chain, but the S1 II is out. I've seen the footage. Looks great. Feel good. If I'm being real honest, the real camera that is really going to cause me to really think that R5 Mark II, except it's more expensive, is that Ronin 4D. Guys, we've said it a few times. Oh my gosh, that Ronin 4D.
We didn't talk about that today, though.
It's the future. So S1 II.
S1 II. I am, the ZR has me like saying move gently. Like, this is why I love leaks. I know that camera brands hate leaks because, you know, they want you to run out and buy stuff. For me, the ZR could be the camera just because it has red in it. It just depends on how much red they put in it. So it's got me a little bit on pause. But I've got to say, I never really, like, really considered looking at Lumix cameras and really shooting with them.
Yep.
This S1 II, just go back to the beginning, go full circle. S1 II. I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all, like,
we might be getting one soon.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend. Like, they said they're gonna send me one.
Yes. So we are holding them down to that.
Yes, because
if we don't have one soon, it was because they haven't sent it out.
What was the first Lumix we made fun of?
S9?
No, before that one.
The GH?
Yeah, the GH.
7?
GH7. So in a very real way, last year, almost exactly 1 year
Don't be
ago,
putting my name on that.
Okay, fine, whatever. Screw you. I'm on camera. The GH7.
What's the first one we made fun of? Nobody made fun of no GH7.
You made fun of it too.
We made fun of the YouTube titles of it being an Ari killer.
No, they said it was a baby Ari. We still made fun of the camera though.
No.
I'm standing on business.
Run the clips.
I made fun of the GH7. And here's the point that I'm making. When I made fun of the GH7, I went to Cine Gear right afterwards, and they were like, "Hey, if you really want to try this camera, we'll send it to you." And I was like, "I appreciate that offer." Never requested it. Then the S9 came out, and
that's when they started hating you, bro.
And then
they offered themselves, and you're like, "No, thank you."
Well, because I'm very honest. Like, why am I gonna have you send me a camera I know there's no chance I'm gonna adopt, right?
Yep.
So then the S9 came out, same thing. Didn't really want to touch it. Then the S1R comes out, and I'm a little bit more like, maybe. But then the rolling shutter and a few other things are like, I'm okay right now.
Gerald screwed you.
But now this S1 II, I'm like, yeah, you send that one out. That's the one. If I'm gonna pick up a Lumix camera to possibly look at going down that rabbit hole, that's the one that I know is gonna be the one that could possibly get me there. So now I am 100% requesting it, which is like a big deal.
Melanin Shade. Is that you, Sade?
No. That's not Sade, bro. You wild.
No, I'm just saying. He be changing his name.
He changed his profile picture. But go ahead.
Manny's video was really good. I don't think other people were shilling, because especially in the front of every YouTuber's video, bro, we don't care what you do. Buy it, don't buy it. But Manny's video was really good.
You know what? Here's my quick philosophy as I get the meeting set up for the after party stream. I think the problem that most people were just having with reviews and thinking that people were shilling is just that they're constantly comparing the camera to other cameras. But I know that's just like, because we shoot with a lot of different cameras, it's really easy. That's how we can kind of tell the difference. I don't think anybody was necessarily shilling. I think YouTubers today were just very passionate, but also like they're just getting attacked in the comments sometimes.
Here's the real test, guys.
Oh, wait.
In 7 months, let's see what everybody's shooting on. And then you'll know if it's shilling or if it's actual genuine excitement about the camera.
Yeah. Kofi, when was the last time? Never mind. I'll leave you alone.
Dude, attack. So yeah, in 6 months, if people are still shooting on the S1 II, you will know if it was genuine excitement or not. And I think a lot of the YouTubers were genuinely excited.
I agree with you. I really do agree with you. This could mess it up. I'm not gonna say this, but I was gonna say something. If you come to the after party stream, I'll tell you what I think brands should really do.
Interchangeable lens mounts on your lenses.
No, I have a diabolical plan for these brands, but it would be bad for them. but it would also be so good for consumers. It'd be so good for consumers. But if I say it publicly, Kofi and Terry and Cam and Zach and everybody would come after me because they'd be like, "What are you doing? You're messing up the game."
The way that he's trying to bait y'all into the after party.
I ain't trying to bait you into nothing, bro.
Come to the after party. We're gonna say something crazy.
I am gonna say something crazy. All right, Jarrell, entertain the people while I get this link set up because I got to get this link set up. Bro, what is that? What are you doing?
I'm entertaining the people.
You're wow. And just like that, 15 people left. All right.
They're like, we ain't going to the after party.
Not for that. All right. So I need to go to. How do I do this? Why am I acting like I don't know what I'm doing? Do we not have a community anymore?
So we don't have a community anymore. I don't know, dude. YouTube, why'd you change your stuff, bro?
Bro, am I tripping? Where's it at? Playlist, podcast. Oh, it's called Post now. Okay.
You know, my kids found
What?
Our Call of Duty streams.
How? They're private.
They were like, "Is that my dad?"
Oh my gosh. That is wild.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild. Are we gonna be able to run back the Call of Duty stream soon?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I got like 15 client videos to work on.
Way 20 people left when you started dancing is wild.
No,
right.
it's because it's the end of the show and they ain't going to no after party.
You're 100% right. All of our members inside of the post tab or community tab on our membership side. Oh, shoot. No. I made it public. Oh, no. Delete. All right. If you found it, if you get a chance to see it, you got a chance to see it.
Nobody joined.
Yeah, but if they were there, they got a chance to see it. After.
Dude, the way that they were making fun of you.
For doing that?
For making a public after party.
Bro, the last time I did that, diabolical situation. In fact, let me actually go in and just change the Zoom meeting altogether. In that meeting.
Ezreal, he's wild, bro.
What?
Okay.
Ezreal's a fortune teller?
Nika. They're coming out with a 24-60?
What?
Lumix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's out.
Yeah,
it's like $900 some odd.
Yeah. That's the lens for the S1 II.
Oh, yeah.
24-60. It's a little short for me, if I'm going to be honest. And I'm a prime shooter. But I'd probably start with that lens.
All right. All of our members.
He said, what did I say?
All the members, our after party stream is up. You can go over to the membership area in the community tab, and then you should be able to see the link and join the Zoom call. Everybody shot back up. It's back up to 147. Brandon Miller is already inside the Zoom meeting. So we are excited to hang out with you guys in this after party stream. Again, all of our members. Preston showing up to the after party stream. What did I say? Of course you knew I was going to make a mistake. Is that Colton? Yes. I think Colton's in the after party stream. All right, we're going to give you all a few minutes to hop over into the after party stream as we get ready to shut it down here over on YouTube. Again, before you guys take off, if you're not coming to the after party stream, do us a huge favor. Don't just hit the subscribe button, but turn on those notification bells because we've got some ideas for some additional live streams outside of our traditional Friday show. The Friday show is not going anywhere, but we are going to be doing some extra streams throughout the week that you guys aren't going to want to miss. And the easiest way to be notified is to have the YouTube bell, whatever, do its thing. So go up for me. Yeah. As the kind of like the last thing. What? Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep it. Keep going up. Keep. Oh, we're getting close. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right, right there. Right. Cleveland. This here? Yep. No. Oh. Wrong one. Keep going up. You said Cleveland. Yeah. Dude, you must have scrolled through. Oh, right there. Bro. Throw it up. We're not ending the show like that. Throw it up. No, I got to do my LeBron. It's perfect. Cleveland! This one's for you! You wild.
Lakers in 5.
You're a wild person.
Next year.
Oh, the way this man wished he was still in Miami.
Next year.
The glory days.
Next year, dog.
The glory days.
Next year, dog.
The glory days. What's up, John? John is over in the Zoom call. Colton's over in the Zoom call. All right, we're about to get ready to do it. Yeah,
Man,
Preston.
Colton switched up his picture today.
Yeah, he did. Preston said Wolves in 5.
Ain't anybody care about no fake Michael Jordan.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. What do you mean
we getting Zoom deals.
Yeah, we can get their chats in here, too. Missed the big 3 in Miami. Yeah, I bet y'all do. Everybody, all these LeBron fans out here feeling.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. You wild.
All these LeBron fans out here.
Sober dad.
What'd he say?
Tell him how to get to the party.
All right, so you become a member on YouTube. So there's like next to the subscribe button, there's a join button. Become a member on YouTube, and then you can go to our YouTube page, and under the community tab, it will allow you to see chats that are only members only, and then there'll be a link to the Zoom meeting there. So we're just giving you guys a few minutes to migrate over, but other than that, you guys have been amazing. This has been a great show. We've had so much fun hanging out with you guys. Jarrell, any final words for the people?
Cleveland, this one's for you.
Bro, that's terrible last words. All right, thank y'all so much for rocking with us this week. We're going to be hanging out in the after party stream. Y'all take it easy. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your notification bells so that way you guys are notified every time we do bonus live streams. And we'll catch y'all next week or tonight if you turn that bell on, because tonight's going to be lit. All right, we'll catch y'all later.
Don't be stealing from us, Terry.